Am I live? I'm live. I'm live. Yes, I'm live, baby. Hold on. I'm about to get situated here. Get your tea, get your coffee, get your whatever you need. But get it. Whatever you choose to have. Go ahead on and get it. Don't know what that is, but whatever it is that's your preference, go ahead on and get that. All right, y'all. We at chapter 2. Again, my name is Monica. My page is Lydi Lifestyle. Please like and subscribe to my page, guys. I am a growing content creator here, and I have decided to use YouTube as my platform to speak on my story. No, I am not giving you the full and all in depth details, but I am giving you some of my story so that way it can also help the next person, because I get a lot of questions and people admire and just be amazed at how I go about, how I do things, how I move, just me and all as a person. Okay. Makes sense, right? But we ended just basically, I was getting ready to transition and going to Chicago, right? So it all came about because when my dad got upset with me after my grandmother died, right? My grandmother passed away. May she rest her soul. She told my dad, hey, one of your girls is pregnant, right? So remind y'all, you remember this young man has been holding me all these years, 2 years almost before he wanted to be with me. I had to get all the way into high school. So we finally decided to be intimate with each other, but it was the summer of me going into my sophomore year. So I get pregnant. We don't know what we're doing. I get pregnant. Instantly. My grandmother tells my dad one of them girls pregnant. We thinking it's my sister because she had already had my niece by this time. Was Jamia born yet? Yeah, she already had her by this time, and it wasn't her. It was actually me. So my dad is hurt. Y'all gotta remind you, I'm in school. I got scholars coming to the school because I'm doing so good in basketball. So I got people trying to, see what's up. Who is this girl? Like, she breaking records. She doing all kind of stuff. So now I got scouts coming to the school, coming to our games, following me where we go, watching me play. And then I get pregnant. So can you imagine the hurt that I put on my father being the last daughter, his last child at home? He trying to raise me right, but now I'm getting promiscuous and I want to run away and I want to have my way. And he basically just washed his hands. But he made me have an abortion, but people try to say you can't say your dad, he didn't make you. You could have. I didn't have a choice. I was underage. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I had my first abortion at a young age because my father just didn't. He was, you're too young. You don't. What are you doing? Like, no. But in the same source, he said, you're going to your mother. I'm sending you to Chicago. Not knowing that was the worst. I wouldn't know Chicago like I know Chicago if my father hadn't sent me here at such a young age. And he did. He brought me in at a very, very young age. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I had an abortion. I'm hurt. The guy that he understood, my daddy disowned him because by then I want to say he had to be a senior or had already graduated. Either he may have graduated or he was about to graduate. I don't even remember because I was young. I was about to be a sophomore. So I had to go, mind you, I've been with the same kids going to school with my people, same classmates from 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. And then, right, I got 3 more years of school. I got to go to a whole nother state and school. Oh my God. For me, that I look back, That's what built me. I feel like that's where I got the strength, because I had to come to a big state, Chicago, where I'm at today, and face these people that I'm a country girl coming from Texas, dressed like a tomboy. This is what I mostly wore: hoodies, jogging pants. Was I wearing gym shoes? Yeah, a lot of gym high tops, because I played ball. I was a sports. My dad had me like a tomboy. So he knew, he was like, well, I can cross out you being gay. Excuse me, I don't mean to use the word, but I can cross that part out, because obviously you like boys. So, but you're not going to be no promiscuous little girl. I'm going to send you to your mama. Maybe she can get you up, get you right, and, get you girly and not so boyish. Because even though I had that tomboy look, obviously I still liked boys. So he just was like, you got to go. Man, my daddy, back in the day, them big old chests, you can put that on the plane, I guess, because you can't do that now. That big old chest, the one that like a chest of drawer, it looked like a chair, a gold, like you won something. a chest gold, I can't even say it right, gold chest, whatever you call it. I can just see it. It was so freaking big. He threw all my stuff in there, put a lock on that joker, and sent it on. Did I get on the plane? Yep, put me on the plane, and I was sent to my mama. Mind you, my mother didn't raise me. She didn't know me like that. She had been talking to us here and there, but my mom was kind of in the fast life, fast world. That's where I get it from. Long story short, my dad would say, you just like your mama, because that's how my mama was living. You know what I'm saying? She was doing her thing. So she felt like, hey, they with their daddy, they good. She always would say that. We didn't understand it. As I got older, I just kind of like, whatever, like, okay. But damn, we still would like for you to be there with our daddy or not. But I had to come live with a woman that was, at this time, I'm saying a woman, this is my mother, because I don't know her like that. I've never lived with her in this prime of my life. I've been with my dad and having a stepmom. So my mom's in a 1-bedroom with an African. I'm sleeping on the living room floor. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that it's kind of tense now, because now it's now you got your kids here. Now you got a kid here, because foreigners can be funny. She didn't have no kids for him, and he wanted kids. He didn't have any children. And then now your daughter here, a teenage daughter, that's causing havoc, because I came out here being bad. I did. I know nothing about marijuana. I wasn't smoking. I got introduced to marijuana when I got to Chicago. I learned how to gangs, and I just learned being in this big city on the north side, going to Sullivan High School. If anybody know where Sullivan is, I was going to Sullivan. I played basketball for Sullivan. I mean, when I came into school, they started calling me Texas, because they just knew. I don't know, that energy or my aura, like, I thought it was gonna be bad, but people actually like came to me. Like, it was like, because for one, I was a sports. I didn't like come off like shelter scary. I got put on this like hardcore, like, oh shit, I don't know where I'm at, like, hold on, y'all ain't gonna do me. So I ended up getting with a nice group of ladies. I ended up friending, and we all became friends and all hung out, went to school together and played together. We lived life. And I learned about gangs, and I didn't understand gangs, because I had friends in different gangs. I had one home dude, he was in this gang. I had one homeboy, he was in this gang, and I could never let everybody come together, because I didn't realize it was that serious in Chicago, how they are about these gangs. So I made it work, but I endured a lot. I went through a lot in that time of my age, in that life, because I came right out here. I didn't get to smoking and getting in trouble until probably after the sophomore year, and I got to my summer, in the summer. That's when it kicked off, because by then, now, mind you, the situation between my mom and them, she had to pick and choose between what she had going on or her daughter. And obviously she had to choose me, because my dad done sent me to her, and it's like, damn. So my mom ended up getting an apartment for us, still on the north side, because she had to go to work. And she was really not there. My mama was partying, so I was kind of like that little girl that could do whatever. I could just do whatever the hell I wanted to do. I'm be honest. I didn't really have no, I was like just living out here, man. And luckily the ladies that I did bring as friends, they had their heads on, and they knew they Chicago, so they just kind of, they guided me and helped me. And shout out to my homegirl, because she the one who I really just took a hold, and she was younger than me, but because of things that she had endured and had went through, she was very mature. You know what I'm saying? For her age, she was very mature, and she just knew a lot that I didn't know, because my mother wasn't teaching that. I was just learning. And then I'm coming from Texas, for example. We didn't have a washer and dryer in the apartment with my mom. I grew up with a washer and dryer in my house, so I knew how to go wash my clothes at home, put them in my laundry, and I'm cool. I didn't know how to go to the laundromat. I didn't know none of that. She had to teach me all of that. I didn't know what no laundromat. What is that? I was calling it a washateria, if I'm even saying it right. I was saying we gotta go to the washateria. It's funny now that I'm saying it. And she had to teach me how to do the laundry, how to use the machines, just a lot. And then it's funny, I knew how to drive because my father had taught all his kids how to drive early, because he would always say, if something happened to me, y'all got to be able to take me to the hospital. So I knew how to drive. So my mom started letting me keep the car. And that's where it went sideways. Because now I ain't got no license, but I'm driving everybody my friend now. I don't know no better. I'm just as young and dumb. I'm hanging with everybody. We kicking it, partying, smoking weed. I'm drinking. And then I meet this guy from the school. He started liking me. So now me and him started hanging out. We started kicking. Now we intimate. And guess what happens? I get pregnant. Again, now on this one, this is on my own, because now this is where I'm, the more of me, why I'm sharing my story is all the way up until today, is because you're going to understand how children and how we end up in adults going through things in life because of what we were introduced to early in life. So again, because I knew about an abortion, I knew I don't want to have no baby. I'm kicking it. I'm partying. I'm finna give me an abortion. What did I do? I went and got another abortion. You see what I'm trying to say to you? So I'm blessed to have two live children right now. Because when I did that, the doctor said, you're so young, you're not going to be able to have kids. He said, you're not going to be able to have no children. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, well, I'm young. I'm like, okay, cool. Young, right? So I do that. My mama does not know. We Chicago something serious, baby. Yeah, we went and did that. He was very upset because the guy that I ended up pregnant by ended up going to the military, doing his thing, and to this day, he's doing very well. Very well. So he was a little upset with me because he felt like I didn't trust him enough to say, we can do this. Fuck that. We doing it. I'm checking for you. You know what I'm saying? We doing this. And I was literally damn near staying in his house every day, all the time. We was pregnant. We didn't know we was pregnant. Shit. But that happened. So now after I do that, now I'm bad now. Now, because dude kind of mad at me because I done did this. He wanted to have the baby. I didn't. So now I done got introduced now to the foreigners. Now I'm talking to Africans and Jamaicans, Belizeans. Now I'm really I done left the American men alone. Now I'm over here with the foreigners. I'm learning all type of crooked shit. Just doing stuff that I don't have no business doing when it comes to survival. And it damn near like made me almost lost my life because I got robbed twice, gunpoint, messing around in Chicago. Didn't know, because I wore a lot of jewelry back then. I like my jewelry now, but I wore a lot of big jewelry. You know, back then it was the big earrings, the shell-like earrings, and I had a big Mickey Mouse ring, and I wore this big Mickey Mouse chain, and I just had a lot of big, goofy jewelry that, if anybody know about Clark Street, you know, we used to go there, get a lot of our jewelry. A lot of the gold came from over there. And I just wore, and I had 3 holes in my ears. So I had all this just stupid shit on, just looking stupid. Now, I mean, back then it probably looked good. Hey, you know, and I got robbed at the gas station. I got robbed coming home one day. I had my chain in my necklace, in my shirt. I had on gloves. I think it was cold, or it was kind of cool, so you really couldn't see me, but maybe my earrings just kind of drew attention to me. So I get chased. Man, they pulled me in the hallway, snatched all my jewelry, took my jewelry and stuff. I had to run home scared, didn't know, like, damn. So trying to live such a fast life out here, and my point of what I was doing when I got caught up with the foreigners, my mom gives me her debit card. I don't know how a debit card work really. I don't understand the money. Nobody's teaching me this. Every time I go, I can get money. So I'm like, she didn't ever say this your limit. She didn't say nothing. Hey, I saw some at the store. I would go to the ATM. I draw out 200. It gave it to me. True. Later on in the day, we out kicking it. Everybody want to eat some. Oh, I go to the gas station, draw out another 100. Oh well, it was just, it was coming. I didn't. You gave me this card and didn't say only spend $5 today. You didn't say nothing. So come to find out, I get hooked up with this Jamaican guy. And Kevin was older. I'm gonna say his name because I don't know where he is to this day. But other people, I'm not saying names, but I can say his name. He was the weed man. So me, young and dumb, he was basically schooling me, getting money from me to buy weed that he was buying to sell. But mind you, he was selling it, but I was straight. I would always have lunch. He gave me money, buy me stuff. So I didn't think nothing about it until my mama. Ooh, baby. She got the check in her account. I think one of her checks bounced for her rent, a car. I don't know what it was, because mind you, I don't know. I'm young. I'm 16, 17. I don't know. I'm just out here living. I think I'm living. I'm getting my hair done, nails done, shopping. I'm driving her car. She ain't parenting me. I'm just doing whatever the hell I want to do. To that time when she put her foot down on me, I ain't never seen that side of my mama in my life, baby. And she choked me up because where's my money you been taking? You done took over $1,000. And I guess back then you thinking $1,000 in the 90s, that's a lot. I think my mama said she probably was paying $700 a month in rent. The rent probably was $700. Car insurance probably was $30. I don't even think people had car insurance back then. If they did, I don't even know. But the check didn't go through. All her bills had bounced for that month, basically. Because I just been. So let me show you how dumb I am. All the ATM receipts, I've been just coming in and going in the bathroom, throwing them in the bathroom. So she couldn't understand. She thought somebody had been stealing her money. Cause I was like, I ain't. Cause she said the amount. I'm like, I ain't took no, mama, I ain't did that. I don't know. I lied or whatever. She went in the bathroom. She said, something just told her, look in the trash. She went through that trash can. All you see is the ATMs or receipts of me. Boy, she came out that trash. She threw that shit at me. Well, you get out of my house. And she was mad. I mean, I didn't have to leave, but I ended up getting sent back to Texas. But she was upset. We had it out. She done told my dad, I can't do it. This girl is something else. She gone. She don't even be here. But the moral of the story is, no, Ma, you let me do what I wanted to do. You just made my dad think like I had got so buck wild you couldn't handle me. You just didn't know what I was doing because you wasn't there. My mom had a gambling habit. She was a casino head. So she would go to work, go to the casino, be gone for a day, 2 days, at the boat for 2 days. That's just what she would do. So mind you, being a kid my age, I got the crib to myself and I got a car at that age and I got access to money. Then I started working at Burger King. When she put me out, I started, you worked with Guardian Angel into overtime. Thanks for the testimony. Oh, I don't know what she's saying, but she ended up losing. I think her mom lost her job. She was stressed out. It was just a lot, too much for me, and so much had happened. I think I was just rebellious because like, you didn't raise me no way. I don't really know you. And then she looking at me fussing because how I was talking to her, being disrespectful. So it really wasn't no relationship at that age for me because I didn't care. I was just mad. It was like, no, everybody y'all tossing me here. Daddy done sent me. I'm a daddy girl. So it's like, now my dad done kicked me out. He done threw me over here. And then now you throwing me. It's like, what the hell? What y'all have me for? That's how I am thinking now as a kid. So now I'm just got my guards up and I'm going to protect me. You know what I'm saying? This is about me now. This what y'all doing? So I ended up getting sent back to Texas. And now my dad done remarried with another lady. So now I'm trying to learn a new stepmom. Now I'm back. Remind you, this is probably my junior year now. Yeah, this is junior year going into the summer. I think I had to finish out the junior year in Texas. all these transcripts. And what made it so bad, when I came to, just to give y'all this, when I came from Texas to Sullivan, from Texas to Chicago, my grade, I was above. They was trying to put me as a junior, and I went, no, I'm a sophomore. Don't do that to me, because you looking at what we do in Texas versus what y'all got, y'all curriculum here. I'm sorry, y'all behind, but leave me where I'm supposed to be. I am a sophomore. They was trying to tell me I was a junior. No, I'm a sophomore. So when I went back, I finished out, and then it was summer. So now I'm with my siblings now. I'm with my sisters. I'm with everybody. They older now. They got their cribs. People got cars. So now I'm back outside out here. Now I'm a little more advanced. Uh, where I'm smoking weed now. Like I done had sex. I done experienced a little sex here there. Now I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm working now, because in Chicago I worked at Burger King. I worked at Wendy's. I know what it's like to have my own money. I know what it's like shopping. I just knew what it's like to feel like you grown. I had already did it. So when I get back to the schools, everybody looking at me like, damn, you advanced. Like, you really advanced now. You different. Yeah, I've been in the city surviving. Y'all don't know what I done been through. I ain't even giving you all the details. I just gave y'all little pieces to give you an idea. But I was in survival mode in Chicago during the 90s. I was in survival mode. Okay? So now I'm back, right? I come back to Texas. I'm back with my dad. He's remarried. Now we're in a different environment, different house, different lady. Now she trying to get me situated, because, she realized, okay, yeah, you smoking this, that, whatever. So that's when I get back to my high school. I'm seeing some of my friends now. It's like, okay, some of y'all came this way. Some people is new. I don't know. I'm black and trying to play sports. Mind you, I'm getting ready to be a senior. So now I got to get myself together. And in the summer, I'm kicking it with one of the guys, one of my friends that I knew from before my dad left. He brought me back to him, who I was truly thought I was in love with. Guess what we do? We start hooking up. I didn't know he was still a virgin. I guess. Well, no, I don't know if he was. Was he a virgin? He might have been a virgin. He knew I wasn't a virgin. And we trying to sneak in the car and have sex in the car. And guess what happens to Monica? I get pregnant with my son. This time, I'm not trying to hear. Ain't nobody making me. I ain't doing it. I'm having my baby. I don't care what y'all say. We doing this. He coming. And my son is here today, almost 30 years old. So yes, that one made it. I did not go and say, I didn't cop out and make it easy and say that, no, that's the word. Y'all don't know how long I carried them blood on my hands. Lord knows. Like I cried once I went and gave my life to God and prayed and got baptized. And I was like, oh Lord, this wasn't right. I was not supposed to do that. The first time wasn't on me though. I said, but the second time was, only because I was introduced to it. I knew nothing about that. I got introduced to it through my father, and that's how that happened. And it happened again. And then I had my son, and now, actually, I had to go to, in Texas at that time, y'all, you couldn't be pregnant in high school. You couldn't go to high school and pregnant. You had to be in an alternative school. So now I got to go to an alternative school with pregnant women. So I'm pregnant with my son with all these pregnant women in an alternative school. Mind you, I tried to play ball again. I was still carrying my scores. My number still looks good from coming from Chicago and going to Texas. My numbers still look good. So I ended up, I had my son. I went to the alternative school, finished out the schooling. I didn't even give y'all some of the things that I did when I got back home with some of my friends. And this is how I got put out. Because at this point now, my dad, like, you got to go. I did a lot. I was rebellious, y'all. And it was all because of jealousy and for friends who had both of their parents, parents could come to their things. I only had my dad coming, and then these women I didn't know. I just didn't understand it. Like, I'm thinking, like, what did I do? Why are my parents not together? Like, I held that for a long time as a kid. But I got about 5 more minutes, because I'm breaking this up in chapters. So then You got to think. Now, I'm getting ready to have a son. I'm getting ready to have a child. So his dad graduated, did everything he did, right? And he was like, I'm gonna go to they okay, take this back. So we 17. My dad put me out now because I want to have my baby, and I got to go live with my son's father. They're Christians. They don't believe in shacking. If you know what shacking is, you know what shacking is. You can't shack. You have to be married. So they made us get married. Mind you, we young. We don't know better. Y'all making us get married at this age. We get married. He goes off to the military while I'm pregnant. Bam. He come home. Carlos is born. Now we living. Boom. We young. Oh my God. I was so young. I didn't know nothing. I wasn't taught anything. Only thing that I know that I was taught how to be clean, how to have standards, and to respect yourself. That's what I was taught. I was taught that. Hold on, y'all. Hey, babe. I'm sitting right here doing a video. I'm doing a recording. I'm right here, like right here by the house park, literally. I just wanted to record this video while my service is good. I'm at 26 minutes now, so I'm stopping at 30 minutes. All right. Okay, so that's a pause on the video. I'm not editing. This is raw. This is what it is. It's raw. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't have time for that, y'all. I'm keeping everything 100 authentic. So, but I wanted to record it out here today. I was already sitting here, so I just figured I'm going to do my recording right here. Anyway, so I really did not. My dad I didn't know nothing. Like, when I think about it, bitch, you ain't know nothing. You thought you did. You pretended that you did. Because that was just a cover to cover the fear that you really was scared. Because you didn't know. I knew tough love. So for a man, I always played that more dominant hard role because I knew tough love. I knew only what was given to me. So that's why I try to tell people, my daughter tell my mama hard. I'm like that. You my daughter, I love you, but that's just how I was raised. So I'm trying to be better as I get older, but it's just as you get older now, you set in your ways, but I don't want to be that person to just say, this is how I am. No, you can change, honey. You can make changes. So I try my best to be a little better and not so tough, hard. But having a baby at such a young age really put me to humble me. So mind you, he went to the military, but then we end up getting stationed. When my husband comes back after I have my son, he had to go back off for another 3 months. I think he left us. So I'm staying now at my son's father's parents' house. I'm staying with them. My dad, everybody's come back. Now at this point, we damn near grown. Ain't no, everybody living now. Because now I done made it to this point now. I'm finished with school. Now I'm trying to decide on what I want to do. So while I was staying there with him, with his parents, with my in-laws, I was in the process of going to school because at that time I wanted to be a paralegal. So I was like, okay, let's go to school. So I'm trying to go to school, boom, being fast, y'all. I'm trying to get my husband some before he leave. Now, mind you, our baby ain't even probably 2 months. I ain't got no business having nothing. I ain't supposed to be doing nothing. It wasn't time yet. Put it like that. But he ain't seen me. You know what I'm saying? We happy to see each other. We try to sneak and get some. Guess what happens? I get pregnant. Not in my belly, not in my uterus, in my tubes. The baby grows in my tube. So big. Oh God, that was I could have died. I put it like that. So that was the scare for me. And I think that's what caused it so hard from that point for me to be able to, I'm not easily to get pregnant. I think that did it. Because that was just a lot on my body. Mind you, I've already been a young girl. I've had 2 abortions now. I've had 1 live birth. And now I'm getting ready to have an ectopic pregnancy. So now I took my body through a lot. And I'm young. I'm still young. So we go through that. Carlos gets to come home because they find out I was really sick. So they let him come home. And he was just like, man, I knew I felt bad after. I was like, I know. We felt good, but we felt bad. It felt good in that moment, but after I was scared because I was like, I hope I don't get pregnant. If I do, like, everything be okay. I mean, I've heard girls say they had another baby right after. It's happened. It has happened, but it didn't happen for me. It wasn't meant to be. And before I'm gonna end this, because I've got 30 minutes, and we're gonna go into chapter 3. Chapter 3, guys, is me now being stationed in North Carolina at a young age, getting stationed in North Carolina. Can you imagine a young little girl, young, with a baby and a dad that's now forced to be in the military trying to raise a family, which is not what your plan was, what you wanted to do for life. That ain't it just happened with us. This is what our parents made us do. So it was not, oh my God. So yeah, me and my husband at that time was perfect. We was happy when I was in Texas. Everything seemed so good, but I did not know what lied underneath that. I did not know that demon was going to come out of my husband. I did not know that was there. I knew he had a side like that because I've seen him fight people at school. I've seen him go in. That motherfucker crazy. I seen him snap. So I didn't know that it was like that. And yeah, so that's chapter 3, where you're going to see me transition. Now I'm going into true adulthood, because now I'm going to another state with a man and a baby and a dream is what we supposed to have. He's in the Marines, y'all. We talking about a Marine. So that was chapter 7, the midriff of just me, just understanding what I've endured in my life and why I say I'm so grateful every day I wake up. I'm just so this is why y'all get the and I'm always, because what I've endured, what I've came through. My God. How many times they tried to kill me, and I'm still here. So I am grateful for that. I give all thanks to God. As I say, today is the day the Lord has made. All praises to the Most High. I will rejoice and be glad in it, because I know tomorrow is not promised. No minute, no second. My last breath could be right now. So I just give thanks, and I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for life. It's that simple for me. Life. I could care less about these cars, these buildings, these cribs, these clothes, jewelry, all of that. I am happy to have a heartbeat and can still come out and say, that right there is a gift for me. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm growing my page. I am a new upcoming content creator who is growing. And by doing that, I'm sharing my story so people can understand who I am. So when as you see me pushing and doing things, you'll understand why I go so hard, why I do what I do. So share this. Like on it, please, and subscribe to me. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Because there'll be more. This chapter is gonna keep going. It's like it gets real good, y'all. I only gave y'all the surface to bring you on in, but I'm gonna try. If you get to this point, I'm gonna make a video and say what time is good that y'all want me to go live for my chapter, to put my chapter, or it doesn't even really matter. You'll catch the replay. You'll see that I did it. So I'll just do like I do. I'll set it and let you know that I'm going live at this time so you can come aboard. Okay? Peace. Enjoy your weekend.